For those of you who aren't in the know, Elliot Rodgers he's the son of the assistant director of The Hunger Games, which is a fictional movie that I never saw in my life. And I never read the book. And I'm not gonna talk about the fictional story. He's half white, half Asian. And he is the guy that conducted the mass killing spree. It wasn't just a shooting spree, it was also a stabbing spree, so suffice to say he was probably stabbing people with knives. But the reason why this situation of mass murder has become so talked about, it's not as talked about as you would think. Like, he isn't a trending topic the way a lot of other people are. The reason he's such a big deal is that he was on forums like PUA Hate, which is a place where TFW no GF beta males go. They congregate to hate pickup artists because they tried it and they still couldn't get a girlfriend. He was on the forums talking about how everywhere he went, he saw, and I quote, hot white girls, unquote, with black guys, and that bothered him, because the black guys weren't even that attractive, but all he saw was mud-sharking hoes, and that drove him off the deep end. And eventually he developed somewhat of a messiah complex. Wait, not a messiah complex. A straight-up God complex. And he thought, man, you know what? I should kill these girls. And that's exactly what he did. He started engaging in mass murder. And now he's dead. I don't know why he's dead. I'm going to assume it's like every other case and it's suicide. That he didn't end up like Ricky from Degrassi, where he got the gun, he started shooting, but while he was struggling with another nigga, the gun went off and he got clapped by his own instrument. That's not what happened. At least I assume that isn't what happened. He didn't just like get clapped. But the reason I want to talk about this guy is not necessarily the fact that they're using him as a liberal talking point. The most beta mass murderer in the world is somehow a racist, misogynistic, privileged douchebag. No, that's not what I'm talking about, because someone is already refuting that point. And I'm not going to talk about the fact that he's a beta asshole. I just have two things I want to ask you guys. And this is a video where I'm demanding an answer from the audience. See, I don't give a fuck about anything else right now. I want some answers when it comes to these two questions. My first question, of course, is why is it that people on the right that have a that feel with no girlfriend complex, they always take that and they leap it into a God complex. They always feel like they're ascending to godhood with their TFW no GF red-pilled mentality. Because I see that bullshit all the time. And it drives me crazy because I don't know why. I could understand how that might incite violence. I can understand how they might make someone hate humanity. I could see a logical leap like that, but I don't understand the God complex. I don't see where that comes in. Because there's always a sense that they feel like they're ascending to godhood, or that they always had it. When they're typically the farthest thing from godhood. And my second question is, who else thought this guy was a Florida nigga? I thought this guy would... I was almost positive that this guy was either from Miami, Tampa, or Florida. Emphasis on Miami, though. That's where the pussy guys are at. I don't want to say that all Florida guys are pussy, because that's probably not true. But it's safe to say that all Miami guys are pussy. That's what this guy was. But then I found out he was from California. I'm going to assume it's the southern part of California. Just based on the name. Kind of gave me a Hulk Hogan-esque vibe. That's more or less the kind of Florida that I dislike. Soft-ass guys. Guys let females walk all over them. Who else thought this guy was from Florida? I can't be the only one. And someone needs to tell me why Florida guys from those specific cities or that specific area and California guys are so emasculated. And by California, I mean Southern California. Northern California probably doesn't suffer from that. Probably too turned up on drugs to care. Because I want an answer. I won't get an answer unless I actively demand it. Because I can keep searching. I can keep looking. And it will probably take me at least a year. At most, 8 years. And it's not worth it. I want to demand the answer. I'm going to demand the answer. And I'm going to get that answer from somebody. Preferably in the comment section or inbox. And of course, you can't hit me up on YouTube with a message anymore, so you're going to have to do it the new school way. Find my Facebook, hit me up. Tell me why this is happening. Let me know. Why are Miami guys, why are Southern California guys so soft? I mean, this guy is the most beta mass murderer on the planet. Do you know how dramatic that is? I could resurrect Adam Lanza right now. And he could probably get more hoes than Elliot Rodgers. He could, man. A Connecticut guy. You know these yuppie guys are kind of psychotic. From Connecticut. You know how he looks like. He's this, his weird ass phrenology. He's like this ugly ass, pale ass mofo. Kind of like me, down 5 points. If I'm a 6, this nigga's a straight up 1. And that guy could probably pull up with more hoes than Elliot Rodgers, an attractive mixed guy. Who's got the money. No doubt. And that's because he's the most beta guy on planet Earth. That is quite bothersome. That almost scares me. And the only reason it doesn't scare me is because I'm not emotionally moved by this story at all. I'm not. So whatever. I want my answers. I don't want to hear anything else. Just the answers. Just an explanation. Just something. Just a revelation. Because this is an important revelation. It's going to explain a lot of things Not just in this situation, but in my life, in my friend's life, in my family's life. It's going to open up the world for me. And you can help. This is Mr. Marcus 7. And suck my dick.